Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. All are too new to my channel, so please subscribe my channel. So here is a channel link. So and all are too new to my channel, so you can just go through the AWS Spiritu Hero course, the playlist. So I have covered all the topics. So let's talk about today's services. So AWS Config. So what is this AWS Config? Let's talk about now. So AWS config service that enables you to assess, audit, and evaluate the configuration of your AWS resource. Okay, and it allows you to automate the evolution of the recorded configuration against desired configurations. And it continuously monitors and record your AWS resource configurations. And AWS resource dive into detailed resource configuration histories and determine all your overall complaints against the configurations. This enable you to simply complaints the auditing, security analysis, change management, and operational troubleshooting. So what are the benefits? Okay. So one is for security analysis and resource administration, continuous monitoring, continuous assessment, change management, enterprise wide compliance monitoring. Okay. So if you wanted to tell short form, so why AWS config? AWS config used for to track what is happened in your resource. For that purpose and audit purpose also, we can able to use it. For example, let me take it EC2 instance. Someone is changed the instance type or IP address. Some changes he has done. Okay. AWS config what it will do? It will record the tracks. Okay. So what is happened on the resource? That is what it is going to be do. And so if we come to the official documentation here also it is saying that AWS config, assess and audit and evaluate the configuration of your AWS. All the AWS resource it is going to be audited. Okay. And why AWS config? I already told you. Okay, here is the AWS config is service that enables you to assess, audit, and evaluate the configuration of your AWS resource. And if you wanted to watch the video, you can official documentation also it is available. You can just go through it. And benefits also we talked about earlier also. It is managing the resource configuration changes, evaluate the configuration against desired state, simplify troubleshooting and remediations. Then how it is going to work? Once you enable the AWS config, it is going to be managed it will evaluate it will simplify it. Then operational troubleshooting, complaints and auditing, change management, security management. These are all the things that are going to be managed. And use cases also streamline the operational troubleshooting and change management, deploy a complaints as a code framework, continuously audit security monitoring and analysis. So customers you can able to see it Meta using the AWS config Genesis. So there is a lot of uh, customers they are using. And if you come to the FAQ, okay, so here also you can able to see what is AWS config rule, confirmation pack, okay, audits. So everything you can able to just go through it here. And if you come to the official only documentation, so here also same thing. It is saying that AWS config provides a detailed view of the configuration of AWS resource in your account. Okay. And features also you can able to see it. One is for resource management, rules and confirmation packs, aggregator, advanced queries. So why to use AWS config? Resource administration and auditing and compliance, managing and troubleshooting configuration changes, security analysis. Okay. And if you come to the next slide also, it is same. And if you come to the managing and viewing the AWS resource configuration with AWS config. So here are the some details they have given it. Okay, where all you can able to use it. Okay, and if you come to the evaluating the resource with the AWS config rule and complaint, non-compliant, error, not applicable, everything we can able to see it. And if you come to the multi-account, multi-region data aggregation, if you wanted to get multi-account data, okay, or multi-region, okay, and how to enable AWS organization, okay, in your config map. So everything, if you are able to see it here, accounts and multiple region, multiple account also. AWS config data aggregator view, you can able to view it. And region also it is going to be support these are all. Okay, let's jump into the answer. Okay, so just type it here, AWS config. Okay, so track resource inventory and changes. Okay, so whatever there is a resource, okay, it is going to be changes, inventory changes, it is going to be enable it. Okay, so let me show it you how to enable. Okay, let me switch to a different reason. Okay, let me show it you how to enable the AWS config. If you're able to see the AWS configure record and evaluate the your configuration of your AWS resource. So here is the benefits. Okay. So I think everything I have already talked about. Okay. And what you need to do, one click setup or get started. So you can just one click setup so that it is going to be enable all the things. Okay. If you're able to see it, AWS policy user role group. Okay. And default settings, these are all the reasons. Okay. So there is almost 380 some sorry 3 see 345 something 355 something it is there, and it is going to be enable your S3 bucket and it will store it. Just confirm it. So once you are confirmed, it will take to enable. Okay, so this is the dashboard of your AWS config. Okay, so let me come to the EC2 here, and so let me come to below. Okay. So in the resource inventory to source, it will detect later. It takes some time to detect everything. So let's go through it, all the dashboards. So we don't have any confirmation packs. So rules. Okay. You can create your own rules. Okay. So by default, it is already there. If you wanted to create your own Lambda, or if you are using a guard duty, that is also possible. Okay. So you can use it to enable the rules, and resource also you can able to see it. For example, EC2, any resource. Okay, and complaints boards. Okay, complaints dashboard also. So here also same thing, it is going to be shows rules, inventory dashboard, you can able to see it, resource, authorization. Okay, if you wanted to add authorization, advanced queries. Okay, so these are all by default it is already enabled. And settings, so record is on. Record is on means it is going to be verified all the details. Okay, so what are the new changes we can able to see it here. Okay, so now what we can do, let's create one EC2 machine here. So I don't want anything, let me use a default launcher instance. Okay. So right now it is showing rules and resource, both are, it is non-complaint complaint, there is no rules also, there is no resource as of now. Okay, so once it is detected, it will shows all the resource details here. Let's wait for some time. Yeah. So if you're able to see it, here is all the resource details. It is available. Okay. So so these are all the resource in this region. Okay. So EC2, VPC, security group, internet gateway. So everything it is going to be shows here. We have created a EC2 machine also. It should be shows here. Run advanced queries, not quite. If we go to the advanced query, so there is a one option, EC2 count. Okay. So if there is any, I wanted to count my EC2 instance. Okay, just select it. Okay, it will show here, just run it. So it will show that how many EC2 instances are there. You can able to see it. Okay, as of now it is not showing. So let's wait for some time. select EC2 instance. So let's refresh it once again. So we can able to see the resource or not. So we need to see the resource for our EC2 instance. Okay, let's verify. See if we are able to see it. So we have created a EC2 machine 9B, and here also if we are able to see it, I can able to see it. Okay, all the resource details, and you can able to see the JSON format output also. And if you wanted to add any rule apply, for example, let's instance. Okay, EC2, search it out. Okay, what are the things it is there? The EC2. Okay, for example, approved. Okay, so if you are checks if running EC2 instance are using specified AMIs, specify the list of the approved AMIs running instance, AMI that are not on the list are non-compliant. So, okay, so whatever it is approved AMIs, if it is created, then it will show us compliant. If you are not using that, so we will get a notification called non-compliant. Okay, so auto scaling, there is a lot of resources are there, so we need to use it. Okay, so mainly use it for the complaints and non-complaints purpose for our AWS config. Okay, so maybe it will take too much time to it will show us all the resource. Let me open my other region so that I'll show it you what are the resource I can able to. So if you're able to see it, resource inventory total is 30. So I'm using a subnet instance. Okay, network, all the things if you're able to see it, you can able to see it here. And RDS, everything it is available. And here also it is going to be shows the same details. So if you wanted to apply the rules, okay, that is also possible. Okay, and complaints dashboard also you can able to see it. So you can just use it any account wise. Okay, anything else we left, or let me go to the advanced queries. So let me instance. Okay, so from here I can able to show it you how many instances are there. See, count is 4, T2 medium. Okay, those details I can able to see it. Okay, so that is all about the AWS config. So let's connect with the, let's talk about new services coming sessions. So again, who are to new to my channel, so do not forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks for everyone. Bye bye.